Hey guys, it's Paul Jang. Gonna go over renting out unused space. It comes from a Shopify article on different passive income ideas. And so I'm gonna run over what I think about this kind of niche. So uh, they have three different websites where you can basically rent things out for storage space. And I clicked on Neighbor, did a quick search kind of where I'm at. So I'm in Virginia, but if we look, you got here, you got here room storage, right, for a bedroom. You have a carport, and interestingly, you have driveways, sheds. I think I've also seen lots. Okay, so here's a lot. This is pretty interesting to me because basically they're gonna put an RV or maybe a boat or something like that. It seems like you kind of have to be closer to the city, but it's not necessarily true. Most of them are kind of going for less than 100, but you might see something for 165, right, per month. So overall, as a passive income potential, I think more this is going to be more viable as people become more familiar with these platforms. I think it's a good idea. So when I look at this, it's not very scalable in terms of space that you might have around the house, but when you combine it with a different strategy like land, so like this guy renting out his lot, if you have here a strategy to, so this is a 40 by 15 unpaved lot, 20 by 10. So he has a bigger lot and he's dividing them up into smaller sections that people could put different things, right? So it could be storage, RV, boat, all these different things. You get a recurring revenue here. You just kind of have to monitor that a little bit. So based on that criteria, your money potential, I put here a three, but maybe I'm kind of harsh. Maybe it's closer to a five. If you could kind of scale it with land, otherwise it would be closer to a three, right? I really see good synergies here with land investing. Risk of money, I would say there's not really risk. So let's actually put here at nine. Speed to get money, you're gonna get that pretty quickly. They're gonna have to pay for them to store it. Your time investment, I'd say, is pretty minimal. You might have to go see the property and meet them, but I think there's ways that you could just call them and kind of guide them. And if you set up your land or your basement in such a way that they could have access to it, your time is pretty minimal. Your money investment, uh, this is kind of assuming that you already have that storage in place. It's pretty minimal. How difficult it is? Not that difficult. You're gonna list it and then get some response. Is it scalable? I put here a three, uh, but like I said, I'm kind of thinking to try this with land investing. If you could kind of do it with lots, I think there's a way to scale it because if you buy land, my predominant strategy has been selling it for cash or for owner financing. But if you can also leverage this rental aspect of using it for storage, well, hey, that's even better. I just keep the land and I just rent it out. That's infinitely better than doing that with a house. So if I could rent each of my lots for $100 a month, I think that's a win. So in that case, it could become more scalable. But assuming you're not doing land, it's going to be pretty low. Is it competitive? I would say it's not. It's pretty niche, and once you decide what you're gonna rent out, you can put it with Neighbor. You can use the other platforms like PeerSpace, Store at My House, and even use places like Facebook Marketplace or in Facebook groups within a local area. I know there's been people in San Antonio, Texas, when I was there. I was in some of the Facebook groups, and what they would do is they would basically say, "I have a lot for rent for $400 a month. Anyone interested?" And he's got like 20, 30 responses. So there's a lot of that if you could kind of be creative in this kind of niche. So with that said, renting out unused spaces, I think it's really good if you combine it with land. If you're not necessarily a land investor, I still think it's good. It's just not as scalable. So Look, it is location specific, so you're going to have to kind of be in that area to make this work. But if you do, I think it's pretty good. It has a lot of synergies, I think, with land investing. And so if you're a land investor, I think you should check this platform out. So that's that. I am putting a database of all the businesses, income streams, and passive income ideas all on a spreadsheet. If you want that spreadsheet, go in the description below. If you're interested in land investing, I do have a course. I highly recommend it. Check that in the description below. Otherwise, subscribe, like the video. I really appreciate it. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.